that we are.
Sam needs 8 more rupees to race sand seals again.
What is it? Is it?
It's X then A.
Okay, X then A. Okay. X and A on the XA, right?
Nope. You do need to put on your girl clothes to get back in.
I literally, like, am a god amongst women.
Listen, the traditions of their town are very important to them, and we should respect it.
Yes. Probably should talk to that person. They seem important. Usually the people who are running past you in the middle of the day with...
Oh, you've talked to him before. You convinced him that you were a woman, and he gave you his shoes.
Oh.
And he told you to go find a statue in the Gerudo Highlands that may or may not exist.
Oh, that's right. It's the guy who's like, yes, I am sexually attracted to you, and I wish for you to mate with me. However, take on this dangerous quest.
Mm-hmm. And that was his idea of flirting.
And honestly, same.
Yeah.
You know, when I first met Maya, I too asked her to go on a dangerous quest.
Yeah, I bet she did it.
I bet she did. I don't know, I wasn't there.
Yeah, she goes on the dangerous quest.
Exactly.
You stay home. All you have to do is give her a pair of shoes for it, and according to this guy, that's fucking...
Hey, that tracks, honestly.
Yeah. Like the idea that you go home. Maya, can you go into the mountains and find a mythical statue? I'll give you this pair of shoes.
Please?
Please. I really want to see the statue. Apparently it's a hot lady.
Take pictures. Or at least a charcoal rubbing. I steal it.
Halt! You may be held in high esteem. Don't do it! Oh, you don't want it?
Well, I don't want to lend it. I don't want to have to worry about giving it back.
Oh. Fair enough.
Oh, well, that's cool. Well, lots of interesting things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop this shite.
Mm-hmm. Shield of the Mind's Eye. Yeah, because this is actually a pretty good shield. I think it's got other special properties aside from just 48, but I don't know what.
See, you said 48, and I heard, like, 4d8. And I was like, this is like...
Yeah.
Shields don't do damage.
Stupid.
Also, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. 4d8, it's alright. Depends on what level you're at.
I'm taking level 1. Like,
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the
We're
best offensive spell at level 1 is 4d6, so...
No, I'd say it's 3d10.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that does have the higher... Either way, they're both cleric spells.
Yeah.
You know, the healer, tank, offensive magic user. Literally, you could have a party of all clerics and be just fine as long as they have different subclasses.
Not even. You could
Yeah.
be just fine without having different subclasses.
That's true. Just have fucking, like, 3 life clerics and 2 light clerics, and, like...
Yeah.
You're fucking in business. That's a D&D party.
You could literally have, like, 4 grave clerics, and it would be, like, the best party ever.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, here's the thing. Is, like, grave clerics have an ability to where if you're at 0 hit points...
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, honestly, if I were to do another, like, cleric build, I would do, like, the grave cleric. Because I've always wanted to do, like, a necromancer.
Yeah.
And so Grave Clerics have ability at first level to where when you're healing a creature that's at 0 hit points. Also, I'd just like to point out, it's kind of funny I called that was a race, like, right off the bat.
What do you mean?
But,
oh, yeah.
But anyways, if you're healing a creature at 0 hit points, then instead of, like, you'll do full heals. Instead of rolling, you just do full heals.
Alright, wow.
Yeah. For the as long as it's a spell, like...
like Healing Word or
yeah.
something.
So, like, if you were to cast, like... And I don't know if it goes beyond just the first level of the spell. But if it's not, then that means, like, you could cast, like, you know, like an 8th level Cure Wounds. And then fuck some shit up.
Yeah. Yeah, clerics are busted. But that's because people were like, I don't want to play a cleric. Clerics are just healers. They're boring. And then they were like, alright, here, clerics aren't just healers, but they're also healers. And now everybody wants to be a cleric because they're super good. And let's be honest, clerics were fun to play before, and people just don't. People are just selfish.
I don't know. I've never played any other edition of D&D, which I'd really.
I haven't either.
I'd really like to. I hear I hear the phrase Pathfinder get thrown around a lot, so
yes.
like I feel like that's something I should try out.
I know that a lot of people say 3.5 is the best Dungeons and Dragons edition.
I've heard that it's. Which one? Is that the one that's supposed to be super combat heavy?
No, I think that was...
Just 3?
4.
4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know 4 gets shit on a lot.
4 does get shit on a lot. What are you up to? What are you doing?
I forgot to sell the stuff to be able to enter the
gotcha.
race again. It's kind of important.
Yeah. Ugh. Didn't you already sell a lot of stuff, though, preparing for the Blight?
Yeah, I did, but I have to get into the race, I need, like, 2 more rupees.
Mm-hmm. That's an expensive steak. Hi-lo. I think she was trying to say hello. But they don't say hello. They say Vasak and Vasota.
Vasak my dick.
Nope.
Give you these moblin fangs.
Yeah.
Take
How would you
all.
like 4 teeth? And she's like, great, I'll give you $50 for them.
That's all I've ever wanted.
How about these 9 horns? Oh, 100. 100 rupees. Easy.
I've never made a better deal in my life. Honestly, I'm scamming you. Here, take more rupees. I feel bad about this.
Uh.
This might end up as another recording session where I'm in just my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of steamy.
Yeah, it's getting hot in here. It hasn't been that hot for the last few days, and today, of course.
Yeah, it's been honestly fucking delightful.
Mm-hmm. My grandma came over yesterday just because she was in Corvallis, and she was going to take me back home because I'm supposed to be going back home for a week, but I realized that I was recording with Sam today, so I was like, how about you just come over and play board games with me for a little while? And she's like, okay, and she had to leave kind of soon because of how hot it was getting.
Yeah.
And like, to me, it wasn't that bad, but she lives at the beach, and at the beach it stays nice and cool.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, you got it this time for sure, considering you fucked up really badly and we're only 2 seconds off.
3 seconds, Ben.
I rounded. Aren't you an engineer? You should know about that.
Yeah, well, we always truncate up to be safe.
Mm-hmm. So that means pi is 4.
Always.
That's fucking nasty.
No, but the fact that I've been, like, docked points on some of my engineering tests because I use 9.81 instead of 10
for the fucking gravity.
For gravity, yeah, that really irked me. I was like, aren't we supposed to, like, not be worthless? Like,
Yeah.
isn't that our thing?
Bro, imagine people are like, you become like a renowned engineer. And everybody's like, what's your secret? How do you do it? And you're like, I don't fucking round.
And that's the thing is, like, I don't. Like, in all the homework and everything, like, I carry out everything to, like, oh, shit, fuck.
Did you miss?
I totally overshot that.
I think you might have skipped. Maybe not. I don't know.
I guess we're about to find out.
Yet, no, there was 7 gates. No.
Oh, okay, I did miss one.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I sold a bunch of stuff, is because I knew I was going to goof.
Uh-huh.
I always goof at least twice, that's my thing. Nah, but, like, even when I'm doing, like, homework or, like, little problems, like, I'll carry it out to, like, 7 significant figures, and my, like, TAs are always like, dude, like, why? Like, you don't have to do this. I'm like, I'm being sure. And then, like, I'll always get answers that are, like, off from everybody else because they're so right.
Yeah. That is one thing that, like, because a lot of people, because Woo doesn't have, like, engineering at all, it's all just pure math, so, like, whenever people who are not math majors are taking math classes and I'm tutoring them, it is the hardest thing to get them to not round every single number, because they're, like, multiple step problems, and then they're like, I don't get it, how am I, like, half a unit off? And I'm like, well, because you rounded here, 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 and here, when you should have just let your calculator keep those numbers. And
yeah, exactly. And, like, that's the thing, too, is it's, like, a lot of like conferring answers in an engineering setting and having all be different is, oh, well, did you round your numbers? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that explains it.
And it requires no further explanation whether.
Yeah.
How you don't have to be that exact though, probably. Like it's not life or death if you're point off, is it?
It is always like that's the thing is it's like. That's what, like, so a lot of my friends at OSU are chem majors, med options, so essentially they're going to school to become doctors.
Yeah.
And so we always have this conversation about how scary our prospective jobs are, because, like, they talk about how, like, you know, they may be responsible for people's lives, right, but I'm responsible if I, like, you know, if I goof on something, let's say I'm building an airplane and it goes bad, right? Then like 500 people could die, right?
That's true.
Not just the one. And so for them it's like a case to case, whereas for me it's like my case gets a lot bigger. But I say that, like, I would much rather have that because, like, yeah, it's scary because I'm responsible for more life, but it's not as personal as being a doctor, right? Like, you don't see the immediate effects on people's families when someone passes away.
What's like, I don't remember who this quote is from, but our friend Ethan told it to me. It was like, 1 million deaths is a statistic and 1 death is a tragedy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I feel about it, too, you know what I mean? Like, I'd much rather be on the statistics side of things, you know what I mean? It's a lot...
Like, fuck, I might as well go for the biggest KD I can.
Right? Yeah, I'm never getting a job.
They're gonna find this specific... This is gonna be the one episode of Tall and Short Games that blows up. You're gonna be hired to, like, be applying to, like... I don't know, fucking build an airplane like you said, and they're going to be like, so we found you on the internet talking about going for the highest possible KD.
See, that's...
Elaborate on that.
Is it... Okay, there we go. It just didn't set in very well.
Yeah.
Oh, a shrine, huh?
Yep.
Why didn't I thought it was going to be something cool. I should have known.
Shrines are cool. You can get more stamina or more hearts. Meet a 10,000-year-old dude with a big hat.
I do like 10,000-year-old dudes with big hats.
Exactly.
Anyway, it's funny because, like, I say making airplanes, but what I really want to end up doing, and this is part of my degree, is working in the nuclear sector, with, like, on nuclear power plants and stuff like that. And so, like, that's even worse. The KD goes up real high. Lots of potential there.
That's true. I don't remember if this is like a blessing shrine. They just automatically give it to you. Okay, it's a blessing shrine.
How do you know?
The water on the sides.
Oh. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. How do you think they came up with these? Like, this one in particular. Like, oh yeah, in 10,000 years, people will definitely still be sand seal racing. I'll set up my shrine so that he has to race sand seals.
Not only that, but
here.
it's like 10,000 years, people will definitely still be seal racing, and they'll definitely still be doing it right here because this is the best sand seal spot.
Yeah, sands and deserts never change ever. Nothing's ever been buried randomly in the desert. This pedestal, this will be here for 10,000 years, easy.
This guy and the ancient Egyptians were like predator handshake.
Yeah, no, it's not even big. It's like flat and in. Oh my god. What's another one? There are some other ridiculous ways of finding shrines. Oh, like the ones where the only hints are the songs passed down in those regions.
It's like, you know what people will still be doing in 10,000 years? Singing all these words the exact same way.
I think possibly the weirdest part is that the only person who seems to know the songs is one single bird.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I didn't notice, but I had more little animals up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fill the screen with animals.
There's not as many animals as can fill the screen.
Damn. What the fuck's the point? Well, I pretty much completed the whole game at this point. I just have to go fight the fire gerbil. And I think that's pretty much it.
There is also DLC content.
Oh shit. I don't know if we'll get that far though.
That's fair.
But here's a real question. I know that the Master Sword is a thing. Where would one acquire such a thing?
So the Master Sword, it's actually in the area right next to the volcano.
Okay,
to the left of it.
Right here?
Yeah. So if you wanted to go explore around there, you'll know it when you see it. Probably. Actually, there's two spots right next to each other that are kind of cool. Only one of them holds the Master Sword, though.
Is it, like, hard to acquire?
Yes and no. You're not... Just to be 100% honest, you won't be able to get it yet.
Okay, cool.
But you can still go find it and see what it'll take.
Dig.
Yeah, so... Just look around. You'll probably... Or wait, where'd you teleport to?
Oh, this area over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's... Oh, so I need to be going this way.
Here, use your telescope thing, and look in the direction of the volcano. You might be able to see it. Yeah, you see that, go to the left a bit? Did you see the cherry blossom forest?
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Alright, so... Well, onwards to Mount Doom.
You have the tower at the volcano.
Do I?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well.
Ooh, let's get this shrine over here.
Sounds good.
Or at least, like, not...
As a warp point.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do the shrine warp again.
Bro, an ex had me watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I know exactly
that movie
which
makes me
one it was
so
too.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. And yeah, I get that. And it's like, I think it's just like, I want to say designed, but like it's just filmed that way. You know what I mean? Like it's not supposed to be something that you watch and you're like, oh yes.
Mhm. Yeah. Do you wanna go to this? Oh well. We have to murk this guy. I've started saying that, and then this motherfucker decided he wanted some. Alright, do you want to go find the shrine in the next episode?
It's so funny to me that they're like obsessed with bananas. Like,
yeah.
That's just like fucking prime real estate.
Uh-huh. I can't believe you. Oh, yeah. Do you see that? See that?
That guy right there?
Yeah, totally. That's what I was definitely pointing out, not the giant fucking orange.
Oh, shit!
Oh my god. Bro, sometimes you are the least observant person.
No, it's bad. It's bad.
Alright, anyway, you wanna see what the fuck is up in this world of Zelda in the next episode?
Yeah, kinda. This thing looks sick as fuck.
Cool.
Fuck a dragon.
See you then.